Hey, good morning. If you are around, grab a coffee or tea or something to drink and join me for a few minutes while we jump in today's coffee talk. So today I have a fun mug that my sister bought me in Amsterdam. And today's talk is actually why you need to quit. So often, especially in the entrepreneur world, there's so much pressure to keep going, and there's so many times where you just want to quit. And so today's talk is why you actually need to quit. So, and of course, I don't actually mean quit doing your business, but quit with the mental chatter, right? So quit with all the negative self-talk, quit with all the self-doubt, quit with all the second guessing, because as in anything in life, but especially as an entrepreneur and in business, things are not always going to go as you had planned, right? And if every time something goes opposite of what you think it should, you give up, you'll never actually be living in alignment with your highest desire, right? Which is, if you're in the entrepreneur world, to live your life on your terms, to do your business your way, and to bring your true art, whatever that is, into the world, right? So, a couple things to play with here is to think about, so when things don't go as you had hoped, right? What is your first thought? So is it initially just throw in the towel, forget it, it's too hard? And if that is the case, start to play around with, what is the story you have going on about why this may not be possible for you, right? And really explore that, because a lot of this comes from deep-seated beliefs from childhood, right? And so to ask yourself, okay, so what purpose is this story serving? Obviously, most of the time, it comes from a place when we're children of we learn how to operate in order to be safe, right? In order to navigate what is necessary for us to navigate as children. And so when you start to see, okay, well, it's safer for me to conform. Hey, Deb, so nice to see you. It's safer for me to follow someone else's path for me instead of me. This is the child talking, right? Because it's actually not true. It's not safer for you to follow someone else's path for you. But so understanding this is coming from a place of fear and from your little child talking and being nervous and scared. And so then just ask yourself, as an adult, am I capable of taking care of myself and my well-being no matter what? No matter what happens, will I know I have my back and I'll do whatever it takes to make it work? And then be honest with yourself. And if you can say yes, then that little child voice can start to quiet down, because your little child knows, okay, you got it. You got my back. You're not going to let me starve. You're not going to abandon me. It's okay. I trust you. And that's the place to be in, is to start to counter those negative thoughts that think you can't be trusted and that you're going to abandon yourself, right? That's where all this chatter comes from. And so when you can start to explore where those ideas and thoughts and beliefs come from and start to challenge them and rewire them. Hi, Elliot. Nice to see you. Then you start to take that power back to yourself to know you will do whatever it takes, right? So one example currently is, and also, sorry, kind of going around in circles here, is to check in with your desire, right? So is going forward connected to your core desire and the vision that you have for how you want to live your life? And does that vision bring you joy in knowing you will be the highest expression of you? So ensure that you're keeping going from a place of desire and joy, not from a place of should or trying to prove someone wrong or whatever other story is going on. Because what will keep you going is that connection to that desire, to know you living in highest alignment with your highest self is the best gift you can give the world. And that is the person that people want to be around and that are drawn to you. And only you can bring your work into the world, no one else. So when you're questioning, should I give up? Should I quit? Connect back with that desire and really feel where it is in your body and connect with that vision and to see, is that joy still there? And how is this thing that didn't work out actually positioning me perfectly for what I'm working toward, right? And so we can start to shift from this thing didn't work out and I want to quit to, hi Christian, nice to see you. So if we can switch from this thing happening that we don't want or didn't work as we had hoped to a place of, okay, so now that this didn't work, how is this actually perfect? How is this actually working for me and going to be actually better than what I had originally imagined, right? And so it's really being creative about what the things that come up and the things that get in your way, right? And really watching that initial reaction. So quick example, I'm in an improv group and we've had lots of changes in our group and people leaving and times when we've had performances and people can't show up. But for me, I'm so connected to the joy it brings me and the desire to do it that I will do whatever it takes, right? So we've had a performance where it was potentially just going to be me. And I was like, I don't care, I'll do it. Like, I am not going to give up this opportunity. And I was able to recruit a couple people and one of the other women on my troupe did it with me. But so this happened again today where another one of our group members is quitting. And for me, I was like, okay, so, of course I'm sad she's leaving, but it doesn't mean I'm going to quit the group or the group should stop or we shouldn't rehearse or we shouldn't perform. It's like, no, that's just, what can we do now? Like, what's the next step? Who can we bring on? Or what can we do to be creative to still keep going and make it happen? Because I'm connected to the desire, right? So my initial reaction wasn't like, oh, we should cancel, we shouldn't do this. My initial reaction was like, okay, cool. Now what? What can we do now? How can we make it even better? How can we make sure we're being creative about what's possible for us going forward, right? And that's the same mentality, anything that happens that doesn't work out as you had hoped, to bring that spirit of creativity and resourcefulness and say, okay, cool. What now? How is this actually working for me? How is this actually going to be better than the way I had originally thought? And so that's the idea of quitting the chatter that says, oh, it's just too much. I got to quit. I can't do it anymore. Because honestly, if you're connected to that desire, you will do what is required to keep going. And so connecting with that desire too, to say, am I willing to do what's required to keep going? Do I want this enough that I will do whatever it takes to make it happen, no matter how uncomfortable and scary and silly and ridiculous and whatever comes up, that you will do whatever it takes to fight that negative self-talk, to quit the self-doubt, and to connect back with that desire so that you are bringing forth the best version of you to every person in your life and to every area of your life. And especially if you're an entrepreneur, into your business, right? So that is today's coffee talk, is to quit the negativity and self-doubt and second guessing and connect with your desire and really keep that vision filled with the passion and the joy. So that's what keeps you going when you want to quit. So just keep going, don't stop, but quit the negativity, because this desire that's placed in you is placed only within you and it wants to be expressed only through you. And so for you not to bring that desire out is leaving the world, instead of a little better place, a little worse place, because we're missing out on your true gifts to the world. All right, y'all. Thank you all so much for joining me. It was great to see you all. And I'll be back tomorrow with some more coffee talk. Cheers.